And welcome to Tales from the Tips. I'm DA alongside 15-year tour caddy Mick Middlemo. We're just a couple guys that love to talk about the game of golf, both inside and outside the ropes, but we come at it from a completely different perspective. Mick, I'd call this a different perspective.
What's different? The yellow?
Yeah, yellow definitely is different. I'm not much of a bucket cap guy, but we're doing it for a certain fellow of yours. So
my great mate Jared Lyle, he's got the at Shepparton Golf Club there back in Australia on the 30th of August. They're doing their thing, so I just had to send them a video saying welcome and all that sort of stuff. So
we're going to be donning our yellow here next Sunday with the during the Ellis outing. I was getting our fourth member up to speed on that today. So your job's to remind Chris. I already reminded John. We'll be ready to rock and roll.
Fortney's ready to go. He's ready to go.
I don't know if I'm going to go bucket, cap, full.
I wouldn't go bucket because you actually look like a little leaguer right now.
I literally feel like I think you called it correctly. I feel like Gilligan from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, you look a little average. Yeah. It's okay.
That's okay. I can accept looking like this for that guy. So
and I've got a big head. You know what they say? Big head, big hat. So that's what we got.
Mick, the field is set for the BMW at Caves Valley Golf Club in Maryland. We got some big guys in, and some big guys aren't going to be playing this weekend. And
who's the biggest guy that's not playing?
Ooh. I am going to say a guy that starts with a J and ends with an S. Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, he's not doing very well at the moment.
Yeah, he is out. Now we also with that one of the hottest guys on tour, Chris Kirk, is just he was the bubble boy. He was on the wrong side of it. My guy, since you wouldn't claim JT Poston was the bubble boy on the right side of it.
Sure. Yeah,
we're going to touch on those. The former Western Open. This one should be near and dear to your heart. Benefactor is the Evans Scholar.
Love that. And it's so sad they don't play that tournament anymore. That was the Western Open at Cog Hill. Was what a beautiful golf course. And I've been very lucky to play the 4 golf courses that they have there at Cog Hill. The 1, the 2, amazing golf courses, and really sad they don't play it there anymore. It's a little bit like your Buick Open there at Flint, Michigan, that they don't play that anymore. Very sad they don't have those tournaments anymore.
Well, and
I also found out some inside information yesterday that the Farmers Classic there at Torrey Pines will not be called the Farmers next year. Farmers are dropping out.
Breaking news, a lost sponsor on the tour. Huh?
Breaking news. I played golf yesterday at Eagle Watch with a person who's well up in the department at Farmers, and he said that they won't be doing it again next year. So I wish I'd played at another golf course, but
we will touch on your little outing here as well. Chick Evans founded the Evans Scholar, obviously. Chick, that's the surprising part. I don't think many people realize Chick's impact on the game from an amateur standpoint. I've got a family, good friend of mine. He went to school. His 2 brothers went to school because of being Evans Scholars. They were caddies from the time we were really, really little. I skipped the caddy side. I went right to the bag room, man. I just was. I do
believe that was the Duchessois family who ran the golf courses there in Cog Hill. Wonderful places to play golf.
Yeah. So
can I drop a story on you?
Well, hang on.
Have I done this before with my dad and he's meeting Lee Trevino? I've probably done this before.
You've never done that before.
No. Okay. All right. Move on.
Do you want to do that right now, or do you want to go to the Open and then we can hit it right after?
So my dad's first ever round of golf when he came to visit me when I was living in Chicago. We went to play Cog Hill, and Dub's Dread was where they used to play the Western Open. That was I think it was the number 4 or the number 2 course, but there was another course right next door. So my dad and I had a couple of drinks the night before. I know it's hard to believe, but my dad and I were going to It's the first time my dad ever got drunk on Jägermeister, which is not a good thing to do. And I warned him it was a very, very bad thing to do. And it was the only time I've ever seen my dad hungover.
Really?
Ever. So we're driving out to play golf at Dubs Dread, Cog Hill. We're ready to play, and he hits his tee shot down the first, and I hit my tee shot doan the first, and then we see this golf cart come driving across in front of us, and I'm looking, and I'm like, that guy looks like Lee Trevino. And sure enough, it was Lee Trevino. And he was doing a company day on the course next door, and they were just picking up golf balls because they'd all been hitting them, all over the place. And he was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, guys. If I'm picking up Titleist, I'm sorry, but I'm a Top Flight guy because he was sponsored by Top Flight." And he's like, "I'm sorry if I'm picking up golf balls." And I'm like, "Lee, can I just say something?" I said, "My dad, this is his first ever round of golf in the United States." And he's like, "Sure." So he comes over, walks up to my dad. He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Harry." And he signs my dad's hat. My dad was wearing an Arizona Diamondbacks hat. And he signs it to Harry, "Best wishes, Lee Trevino." And this is my dad's first ever round of golf in America. He meets Lee Trevino. And so Lee Trevino drives off. Dad wears the hat for 3 holes, but he's starting to sweat like I do a lot. And then he takes it off. Worst sunburn I've ever seen my dad have. But after the round, we were in the clubhouse, and Lee Trevino walked up. He's like, "Harry, how was your round?" Like the nicest man you'd ever meet in your life. And so that was my dad's first ever round of golf in the United States. He got to meet Lee Trevino. That was that was kind of a cool story. So, and he still has that hat.
That is cool.
He still has that hat. So.
That is a cool experience.
Yeah, I told him if we ever played again, we'd probably meet Nicholas or someone else like that. But
of course you would.
Yeah, of course, first round ever.
So this is how you guys go, right there.
Exactly.
All right. You also have some other good news that you were going to share, but sir, we're going to hit the open. So if you're ready,
hit it.
Let's grip it and rip it. Okay. I know we've got to get to this right off the bat because you actually called me the other day. I felt your excitement through the phone. You want to share with the listeners the great news that you got on Sunday?
I got my putter back.
There's joy in humanity somewhere. There's something good. Finally,
which is one of the reasons probably why I'm wearing the Lyle yellow and all that sort of stuff. But there was I guess there's a guy who walks the golf course. He takes his dogs around after everybody's around it, and he found the putter, and then he basically just put it aside, then forgot about it, and then took it back to the golf club. And then on Saturday or whatever day we were playing, Sunday, we were playing with my partner. Still 7-0, by the way.
Still 7-0. You mean you are now 7-0?
We are still 7-0. Greg, my partner Greg and I, and probably will never lose. But anyway, so they came up to him and said, "Hey, you got the guys looking for the Scotty Cameron," and so there was a lot of tears. I teared up a lot. So when I found it, so it's sitting in my room now and probably never to be used again.
I was going to say, can we at least say we are going to officially retire that one?
I don't think it'll be officially retired. I think it'll come out again at some stage. If I ever.
Are you going to chain it to yourself at least next time?
No, if I ever had that chance to play a golf course, say it ever happened that someone said, "Hey Mick, do you want to play Augusta National?" That would be the putter I would use.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't think the caddy will allow you to lose your club.
No, probably not. But that would be the only time I would ever do that. So,
fair enough. That's
it is right there. And I would like to thank I don't know the guy's name who handed it in there at Bentwater, but a wonderful gesture. So.
Yeah, you were really down on humanity, especially the golf community there after
I was.
Nobody turned it in, and I'm
not sure who cried more, me or my partner on Sunday, but it was a lot. It was fun, but yeah, we cried a little bit together because he knows how much it meant to me and stuff like that.
Well, we're glad about that. And then your partner also gave you a little gift.
Yes, he's a great man. My mate Greg Elliott and Chris Ford. I've got some very good friends of mine, and obviously I went through a pretty tough time last year. They bought me some They bought me some new clubs, so I have some new weapons, and I think that's just going to make me even more unbeatable now when it comes to
More unbeatable now.
my partner Greg. So when
What?
you and Chris are ready to play us, I feel sorry for you. I'm disappointed. You guys are going to taste defeat, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, you guys just keep winning. I mean, the number of strokes we get per side just keeps going up. I love it. I mean,
The good thing about it is you guys will be getting no strokes because I've seen you.
Okay.
We've handed out some good 4 and 5 shots around aside, but
I'll take 4. I'll take 4 aside. That'd be fine.
Nah. Well,
especially with according to the way you tell me that Chris chips. I mean, we're gonna need them.
The worst chipper ever, by the way. Let's not get carried away. Yeah, you're gonna have to carry him around the green. If you guys don't hit the greens, you're done because he can't chip. Seriously.
Well, okay. My last question, and then we will get into. We're gonna go to the FedEx, the St. Jude Championship, where we also have some great news after that one too. How's the knee?
Next question.
Next question. Do you have anything you want to say to your sponsors?
Yes, Mick, I'll treat you guys the best, and so is Twin Peaks. I love you guys to death. No, the knee wasn't very good. When I played 2 days in a row at Eagle Watch on Monday, it wasn't very good. But I iced it down from the inside.
There you go. All right, you want to talk about the tournament there yesterday at Eagle Watch, or you?
No, look, it was a great event. It was fun. Unfortunately, it was pouring rain a little bit to start with, but I didn't play very good. My knee was a little bit on the sore from playing 2 days in a row, and I probably didn't ice it like I should have. Like I said, the only ice I had was in my Jameson, and I probably should have put some on my knee. So.
The only ice that was stuck to your beer bottle as you lifted it.
Yeah, exactly. I probably should have done a little bit. Probably should have done a little better than that. But anyway.
So Rosie gets it done.
My man. And I spoke to Fucci. I messaged his caddy and spoke to Fucci. Very excited.
Yeah,
I love both those guys. You know I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I know, and I know you and Fooch talk quite a bit. One of these days, he's going to find time for us on the podcast. But
I worded him up last night.
I can't wait to actually meet the man in person next week when they are here. That's the great part. He's going to be here, and he's got a really good shot to win the Tour Championship next week. 12th win overall on the PGA Tour, 6 wins worldwide. That's an entry right into the, I would say, the Golf Hall of Fame. What would you say, Mick?
Certainty.
Yeah, it was funny. You know what? One of the things that impressed me most was not only just his lack of his calm throughout that entire thing, but really him and Fooch, the way they talk through everything. And it looked there were times where they had some pretty heated discussions out there on the course, but great job to Fooch for keeping Justin calm, especially during that playoff. When on the second one, when JJ drops that bomb, I saw it was easy. You saw Fooch go over, Justin did his routine, and then dropped it right on top. And I'm like, it's Ryder Cup on. By the way, DraftKings, USA minus 150, Team Europe plus 150. Put the money on Europe because that is what is going to happen right there. They are locked in.
You're giving the US nothing. You're giving them no chance.
It is going to be a rout.
The US wins. No. You think Europe wins?
No.
How much are we betting on this?
We will discuss that. I'm in. US gets routed.
No. I'm sorry, where are they playing again?
Bethpage.
No
New
chance.
York.
No
routed.
Chance.
Will be. They will take the crowd out of it day one.
No, you can't. Have you been to Bethpage Black with that crowd?
No, thank you.
I have. I've had the pleasure. You are not taking the crowd. You are not taking the crowd out.
I will tell you, it will be over. Sunday. By the time Sunday tees off, it will be over.
No.
That's all right. We've got a month to discuss the Ryder Cup, but
what have you been smoking something? Have you been drinking something?
No, I'm just, you know what? When you sit there, that was a great preview of what you're going to see during the Ryder Cup. I loved the way, I loved the playoff. I thought.
You got to understand one thing sometimes. Justin Rose is a popular member of the PGA Tour. People love him here.
Oh, yeah.
Americans love him, people stuff him. But when it comes to the Ryder Cup, he's going to be the enemy. And especially in New York. Now, he's going to thrive on that. Yes, I know he thrives on that. I've known Rosie. I've known him for a long, long time. He's going to thrive on that. But no.
Okay, I knew you were going to probably go with that. Go back and rewatch the film from Sunday. And after JJ rolls it in and the chance of USA, Rosie rolls it in on top, looks around, and then when he dropped it on the third one, holds the fist up a little bit longer. That's a reminder. Hey, folks, guess what? Game on.
I get it. And
game on.
He's like Ian Poulter. He loves it.
And you know what? I am tried and true red, white, and blue. This is going to be as ugly as Oakland Hills was.
A rout. You think it's going to be a rout?
I think it's going to be a rout.
Well, folks, I'm sorry. The Australian, soon to be American, because my citizenship's coming through soon, disagrees.
That's good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm fired up for. I am trying to.
You're fired up
my excitement for the Ryder Cup because I cannot wait for next week. Yeah, Ryder Cup. It'll be a good one. You're speechless.
I'm like sad right now. Like sad.
Let me ask you this.
My adopted country.
Let's talk about the one thing, and you and I kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday as we were talking about today's podcast. I don't want to go down the road of Tommy Fleetwood can't get it done. Okay. I think you and I discussed it. I think this is a caddy issue. I think this is 100% a caddy issue.
It's 1,000%. After what you discussed and what we discussed yesterday, and you can bring it up, but it was horrific.
You know, I know. Joking, and you and I talked about it. I said, hey, get your resume together because you could help this guy win out there on tour. I think he needs another voice in his ear to not only calm the nerves, but also allow him to be a little bit more aggressive when he's in that position. Now, the most misleading thing to sit there and say, and I'm going to give credit to Brian Katrick from Katrick and McGinnis for this stat. That was only the third time after the 54 holes that he had the lead. The rest of his top 10 finishes or runner-up finishes came on day 4.
Yes.
You go shoot a 62 when you absolutely have no business even being in the golf tournament. A couple guys implode, and all of a sudden, there you go. You find yourself, at 2. Brian's spot on. He hasn't choked, every time. It's not 6 times that he's choked away the lead. He's been in position to win, and I think Tommy said it best. I'd rather be in position to win and not win than not be in position at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you sit there and you watch and you go back and you look at what happened on 17 again, this is on Ian. And I think, and you said there's going to be a laundry list. If Tommy is really serious about making a change and really serious about it, he's going to, the laundry list of guys that will put their resumes in is going to be very long. And there's a couple of really big guys sitting out right now. I think that's the direction he has to go.
He has to make the change. And I would think he has to make the change. I mean, there's just been so many errors that are like right there when we're listening to it and the mistakes he's made. And, I'll go back to Hartford when, that was, to me, that was asinine. Like the decisions they made were so bad. And that, to me, was all caddy error. That was 100% caddy error. that he didn't just stop. Hey, this is what we need to do. This is the shot you need to hit. Go hit it right now. This is it. Hit the shot. And the same thing happened again on Sunday on 17, and it was just now we've done it. Now we've done it twice.
And you saw it with Fooch. I mean that's my point back to about Fooch and him and Justin having a couple of different, a little bit of a heated conversation. I think it was like 14 or 15.
15, yeah, I think it was.
Fooch wanted him to go for it.
Yeah.
And you could see where Fooch was like, this guy isn't going to get it done. Let's put our foot down and let's go get ourselves a golf tournament. And that's where I think having that coach on the bag helps you be able to win tournaments. I think, I'm very hesitant to say Scotty isn't there on Sunday because Ted Scott's not on the bag, but I think that back nine might be a little bit different if Ted Scott's on that bag instead of Brian.
I say yes and no, but I think Scotty would have been pushed. Look, and I don't know why Teddy wasn't there, and I know it was a family emergency. Wish him all the best, and I hope everything's great for him. I don't think it would have made a huge difference at that stage. I mean, and Scotty, he's dialed in. He's the number one player in the world. He would have been dialed in, ready to roll. I just love the way Fooch and Rosie interact. I mean, they were together for 10 years. They had a falling apart. They broke up, which happens, and then all of a sudden you realise that, wait a minute, he is the best girlfriend I've ever had on the bag.
Yeah,
kind of thing, stuff like that. And they're working well again. They're going great. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Fooch this next week and stuff like that. He's a great mate of mine, so I can't wait to see him, and I can't wait to see Rosie and ask him a few questions I've got for him.
They're not the standard golf questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you.
No, that will not be the standard golf questions. I can assure you that.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites.
So, again, thoughts and prayers to Ted Scott, and also Sepp Straka just announced that he will not be playing this week at the BMW due to family reasons. We never want to see that. Interestingly enough, your guy Chris Kirk's caddy Michael Cromie is on Scotty's bag. Did he win the lottery or what?
Yeah, he's doing okay, isn't he?
I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, Chris Kirk probably has had one of the best months and a halves on the PGA Tour, and now, by the way, you were going to have an off week, but come up to Maryland. You get to carry for world's #1. Oh, and by the way, he doesn't miss a top 10.
No. Yeah, he'll be okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I mean,
he'll be okay. That's good. I know I check my phone every day, but I just get spam calls from India.
You're just getting the spam calls. Got it. So just to kind of wrap up St. Jude, players moving in, a lot of volatility this week. 5 players moved in. Kurt Kitayama. What?
Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler, Kurt Kitayama, Bud Cauley, Jonathan Vegas, and JT Poston make the top 50. Spieth, my guy that I'm really high on, and I think he'll have a great fall. Aldrich Potgieter, Jake Knapp, Wyndham Clark, another big name, and Minwoo Lee. By the way, did Minwoo Lee?
He actually really hasn't done much since he won the party, I think.
I think so. Did you see that round? I think it was 2 hours and 30 minutes, and he was done and out of there in a cloud of smoke.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think the group behind him was,
I can beat back. I beat the record at Springfield, Missouri in a web.com event, 1 hour, 52 minutes.
I'm telling you, he was, I mean, and that's the sad part, with Sepp dropping out, JT will tee it up first. I think 9:26 there on Thursday. He'll be flying solo.
I caddied for a guy by the name of Kim Felton at Springfield, Missouri. We were we were 1 out on a Sunday, and we were just like, let's do this. Let's get this over with. So by the time we even finished the round, the scorer's hut wasn't even open, so there was no official to even check our scorecard. But we come to the, I think it was 15th hole, and he had to walk back to the tee. So he walks back to the tee, and I give him the driver, and I'm in the middle of the fairway, and like I run down there. It's like I'm in the middle of the fairway. He hits it right down the middle. I give him the yardage. Like he hasn't even got to his ball yet. I put a 7-iron next to the ball, and then walk to the green. And I'm standing on the green. He goes, "Is it this one?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's all you got, buddy." And he hit a 7-iron onto the green. We two-putt, make par, move on to the next. Yeah, it was like an hour and 50 minutes. It was one of the funniest things to golf I've ever caddied in my life.
That would have been a blast.
It was hilarious. Yeah, he was just like, just you just go down there and leave clubs on the fairway, and then we just go from there.
Just leave clubs on the fairway.
And then he would get to the green and he'd hand me the driver and the 7-iron, and then I'd give him his putter, and then he'd putt like, "Oh, let's go. Put the flag in, let's go." The poor walking scorer, like he was nearly dying. Like he's like, "I can't keep up with you guys."
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say your whole crew was sprinting with you guys.
That's Springfield, Missouri. What a wonderful day.
That's awesome. Any other thoughts from the FedEx St. Jude before we move to the BMW?
No, I love watching that event because it's just one of my favorite golf courses on tour. It's such a good golf course. It really is a good golf course.
And you know, even with the new greens and everything, I thought it played very well. Obviously dry. The winds were everywhere.
Yeah, it's called Southwind, but it's really not. It's every wind.
It's everywhere. It's so funny because I'm just watching it, and it's like you could tell that it was really kind of messing with some of the guys out there, because you could see a lot of caddies throwing grass up in the air, going, "Wait, how is this possible? We were just downwind that hole, and we're walking the opposite direction, and now we're downwind again."
It's one of the more confusing golf courses that you can actually play with wind. I always said that was tough, and in Tampa as well, at Innisbrook was tough as well. They're really, really hard to pick the wind at those golf courses.
Is it because of the way the trees are? Like what
I think it's the way the trees are, and it just swirls in there and stuff like that, and it can be really, really tough. It's like you can watch somebody, like hit on a par 3, like hit a 5-iron, and then all of a sudden you're like, I think this is 7, because it just feels like the wind is all of a sudden it's with you, and it can be a really, really difficult golf course.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites, probably in my top 5.
And honestly, for me, it's also with St. Jude just being such a great partner. Those kids, it's such a great tournament. I love what the PGA does with that, and it's probably one of my favorites that we do on tour. And
without a doubt, one of my top 5 best courses to caddy on, and I love the event, love it.
So. Field is set, top 50. Here's a couple guys that really, when you look at where they're starting, that are going to have great tournaments to make it to Eastlake. Xander Schauffele.
Not going to make it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can get it done. I mean, Victor Hovland.
Top 5. Your boy, Victor Hovland.
I mean, Vic's not been playing good golf. I mean, he's kind of been a roller coaster this year, and up and down. You look at Akshay Bhatia, Shane Lowry right there. Now we're starting to creep into the top 30 once we get a little bit deeper here. But Mav McNeely's still there, Ben Griffin, Russell Henley. Like some of these guys,
Russell Henley's making it.
Yeah, you would think so, but you start looking at the tee times. I mean, it could be really quick, and some of these guys are out just based on the way the FedEx points will work for this outing. I mean, obviously, some guys that are behind them have to play really good, but Kurt Kitayama's playing really good golf right now.
Yeah,
Michael Kim's playing good golf. I wouldn't be surprised if Lucas Glover doesn't play really good. He loves to play up there on the East Coast.
I know, but he's what's his number? Like, he's just
50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 47, 43.
Yeah, he just made it in. So yeah, he's gonna have to have a really good top 5 finish.
You look at Ricky, Jason Day. There's some guys that are gonna have to have some really good weeks so that we get to see them next week.
I would like to see a few of those boys here next week. That's for sure. I'd love to see Jason Day because I'd love to have a little chat with him for sure about a few things.
Oh, it would be. I'd love to just be sitting there listening to the two of you chop it up. Yeah, here you go. So Xander actually is sitting 43. It's interesting on how they have the pairings. Ricky is 48. Tom Hoge is 47. Bud Cauley 46. Harry Hall, who's been playing some really good golf since the Open. He was just a reminder to our fans. Harry Hall was a Monday qualifier a couple weeks before the Open. He's there. Jason Day is at 44. Siwoo Kim 41. Matt Fitzpatrick's at 40.
He'll make it.
Lucas right now is the bubble at 30.
I think Matt Fitzpatrick makes it.
Yeah, you think Fitzy makes it from 40? You think he's going to jump 10 spots, huh?
Yep, I think he makes it.
Here, let me give you the top 30.
All right, here we go.
So at 30 is our guy Lucas Glover, Akshay Bhatia, Victor, Jacob Bridgman, Chris Gotterup, Sanjay M is 25 through 30. Out of that group,
he's got a good caddy.
Sanjay? Yeah. I guess he must be Australian.
No. Anyway.
Okay.
No. Anyway, move
on. Out of that group, who moves in? Who moves out?
Well, see, I don't want to. I don't want to go there just yet. This is why I like this setup. I like the way it plays out. I'm really looking forward to the first round and just like, wow, because you just know after the first round it's going to be. You know after the first round that you know who's in and out pretty much.
And that was the thing, obviously, the Wyndham, you had one in, one out.
Yeah.
Which is really pretty standard for this time. It's either 2 in, 2 out, 3 in. I mean, 5 is a big number to see move in. I heard a stat out of the top 30 this year, or out of the top 50, 21 are new that were not in the top 50 last year.
That's good. That's exactly. I think that's amazing.
That's what the tour is trying to do with this is you have to play good all year to get to Eastlake.
Yeah.
And so for all those that are naysayers to the system, I know everybody wants to blow up the playoff system, but I think these guys, I mean, you can't tell me that it wasn't worth meaning something to JT Poston as he was grinding for the last several weeks to make it, from the Wyndham all the way in to try to make it to be 50.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever go back and look at some of the videos, like guys who are grinding to get into the top 30, go back and look at, I think it was at Brandt Snedeker when he 4-putted the 18th at, it was in Chicago. He only had to 2-putt to make it into the Tour Championship, and he 4-putted. And you're like, wow, just like, because
real.
This is it.
Yeah. And it's different this year because if you get in the top 30, you have a chance to win.
Yes. You're not starting 10 shots behind Scotty Scheffler.
No, you're not starting.
You go there. Yeah, exactly. And that's the difference. You're actually going to go there and go, well, wait a minute, I can win the Tour Championship. If you were 30th last year, you went, well, I made it to the Tour Championship, I'm going to get a good check.
Yes.
Now you actually are going to have a chance to win, and that's why it's so much better. That's why this setup is so much better.
And get a good check. Get a good check. $10 million to the winner, by the way, of the Tour Championship. So.
And what about the FedEx money?
It's the 10 mil right there.
Just 10 mil. That's it.
It's just it. 10 mil.
Jeez, 10 mil. All right. Okay. Well, I hope they're okay with that.
Nice $100,000 check to that caddy, right?
No, that's $1 million check. Yes.
Oh,
it's $1 million.
I just killed our folks on Twitch here. Sorry.
See how caddies know math quickly.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Getting late at night here,
I
ladies
know.
and gentlemen.
It's still the same time here in Ackworth.
You're more awake to me than I am today.
I doubt it.
Okay. Who do you got this week to win, and who do you want to see make it next week to Eastlake?
Justin Thomas wins this week.
Justin Thomas. Okay. Justin slid back a little bit. He's 9th in the standings.
He wins this week. Because I know he's one of your boyfriends, and I know you love him to death, and I'm feeling it this week for him.
Yeah,
that shocked you, didn't it? That shocked you. That actually
did shock me.
Shocked you.
I'm going to sit there and say I am. I'd love to see. I honestly, I'd love to see Ludwig Oberg make a move this week. I'd like to see. Huh?
Zero chance.
I know. It's interesting. I'm looking at some of these names. Obviously, definitely pulling for Posty to he basically has to win to make it to Eastlake.
Same as Ricky.
Yeah, and it would. Here's the thing. Would I love to see Ricky? I mean, I could easily pick one of these guys down on a low. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Matt Fitzpatrick. I'd like to see Matty get up there. Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
Get in there.
I think, yeah, I'd love to see
thunder.
10 spots, jump up. He posts I think if he posts a win or top 5, I think he's in. So I like that. I'm going to go Fitzy.
You're stealing my players now.
No, I'm not stealing. I like where your head is at right now. How's that?
That's weird. No one really likes where my head's at, but that's weird.
All right, what else do you got for us tonight?
I've got 0 for you right now. I'd like to thank my boys, Greg Elliott and Chris Fortney, for taking care of me this week. My buddy Greg, 7-0 as teammates. Yep. And obviously we'll be doing the Jared Lyle thing this week. To the person who gave my putter back, you're a rock star.
Happy anniversary. Friday marks our 1 year starting this recording. Sorry, my friend.
1 year.
Yes. That will I think I've dug deep into the archives. I have a feeling I may be able to pull out our first recording that never made it to air.
No, you really have that?
I do. I do. I found it the other day. We're dusting it off. I'm hoping that the problem is it's not set for video. That's for sure. It's got my ugly mug on it with a hat backwards. So.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the hat backwards. I wear mine all the time.
Yeah.
Who cusses the most?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen to the entire episode.
You realize I'm the only person so far out of the two of us that's dropped you're the only one that's dropped an F-bomb, not me.
And that's the best part. That's not even true because it was never caught on any recorded device.
It doesn't matter, but and I know it, that...
I don't know if I know anymore.
Well, wait till I talk to Slim, because he'll tell me that you are the only person, and no one would ever believe that I would not swear on this.
But this is true.
And I did.
This is true. This will be a fun fact for a little while, I think.
Because I'm not going to swear, I promise you. I don't. I know how to do this stuff.
Yeah. I don't. I'm trying to remember that first episode was we had you and Kim and I, and we were in that really small.
We were in that tiny little room.
The podcast studio that was really weird and uncomfortable, and
I felt like I was in a prison cell back in Australia.
Yeah, and we were using one microphone.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting time. Look at where we've come.
Yeah, I know. Now we're back at our houses doing this, but we'll be back. Oh no, we'll be at Eastlake next week.
We'll be we'll be out at Eastlake. We'll be recording in the studio.
We'll be back in the studio on Monday, and then we'll be back at.
We'll be doing a lot of content next week.
Yes, I have a lot of things planned.
Yeah, and then Sunday we will record from Chateau Elan. So we will actually have a final round preview show that we will launch on Sunday the 24th.
Me, you, Chris Fortney, and Johnny Parler.
Well, John's not going to join us on air, but we will have Chris.
No, I don't want him to join us on air.
We're going to have Chris join us for a little while, and then we will have Stacey Ellis.
Let's hope he's not as nervous this time.
We will see. We've
He'll be
got
good.
other golfers around now. There's actually an audience out there.
He won't be as nervous this time. He'll be good. So
We'll be all right. Okay. Well, thanks for teeing it up with us. If you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like, hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment, let us know your thoughts, what you've got going on. By the way, the 125th U.S. Amateur is underway out there on the West Coast, and we will let you know who is our U.S. Am winner next week when we get back together. You can find every episode where you find your favorite podcast: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, the Odyssey app, and now available on the iHeart app. Just search Tales from the Tips under podcast, subscribe, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, hit the plus button, do whatever you got to do. Enjoy. Mick and I,
your birds are really loud.
I know that one's annoying right now. We're live on Twitch when we do this. If you join our Twitch channel, Tales from the Tips Pod, all one word, give us a search on Twitch. We'll have our schedule up so where you can catch these live. And, of course, you can find us on Instagram, X, and Mick's favorite, TikTok. Mick, we got a big week, buddy.
I got a big week coming up. I'm very lucky. I have a golf tournament coming up on Friday, Saturday at Governor's Club. We're playing in the Rusty Putter with my boys, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm going to be with our really good partner, Twin Peaks, on the 25th, the day after the Tour Championship. So I'm going to be a little rusty that day as we are out near you, but at Brookstone. So we'll be playing.
Is that like the invite I didn't get to Arthur Blank's box?
Yeah. We didn't talk about that.
No,
my wonderful experience Friday night.
You went to Arthur Blank's box at the Falcons game, first preseason game. I missed my invite, but I did thank you for trying to give me the 400 level seats.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I
wasn't going to put you in the 400 level since there isn't one. I was going to stick you in the 300, but that's
I just figured my tickets were going to be so bad they'd be in the level that doesn't exist.
Actually, I was going to stick you in our suite that was empty, but that was.
Well, I would have taken that. You didn't tell me that.
You didn't say yes.
You didn't tell me that. All right.
We hope your drives are straight, your putts are short, and your scores are low as we tee it up on Tales from the Tips. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
To the Chris Fortney School of Invites. See you, brother. That was awesome.